first built my pizza oven, I found it very difficult to find recipes for my dough. What I'm hoping to do this morning is to show you how easy it is to make dough. As you can probably tell, I'm not Italian, so this will be an English dough recipe. What you'll notice as we go through this is that I use both imperial and metric calculations for measuring out my dough. That's because I was taught to do it in both ways, and I only know pounds for measuring out my flour and kilos or grams for measuring out my salt. But anyway, so what do we need then for this recipe? Well, the first thing that we need is some strong white flour. You'll notice that I'm sieving my flour. That's something that I always do. I always sieve my flour. It just seems to make a better dough. I don't know why. Maybe somebody can write a comment and tell me why that is. But anyway, so here we go. There's a pound of very strong or strong flour. Okay, and to that I add a teaspoon, a level teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now for the yeast. Let's make some room here. Okay, this is the yeast I use. You can buy this from most major supermarkets by just going up to the bakery and asking. Okay, so we want to measure out 12 grams of yeast, cutting it into small slithers to help it dissolve quicker. And a little bit more. There we go, that's 12, lovely. So we'll move that to one side. Next up we need to measure out some water, and what we are going to need is 275 millilitres of lukewarm water. So we'll fill it up to 200 with some cold, and then straight off the Aga I have some warm water. It's not boiling, but warm water. And be very careful. Take this up to 275. There we are. Okay, to get that perfect. And now we add our fresh yeast. Here we go. Straight in there. And what I do, I give it a little stir just to get it started. There we go. Lovely. Is it me, or is this getting a bit tedious? Drum roll. That's better. Cue music. Great. Now we put our flour into the mixing machine. Okay. To this we're going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Lovely. We'll close it down and we'll get it mixing now. This is where the noise starts, and of course I normally put this onto a minimum setting first. Just have it on the minimum setting while we pour in the yeast. What I do is I use a knife just to make sure that anything that's not dissolved goes in. Okay, that's great. And now we stick it up to full speed for 5 minutes and away we go. Okay, after 5 minutes we switch it off. There we go, there it is. A bit of dough. What I use just a normal food bag, which I put my hand inside just to make it easy. And then what I do, I lift the dough off and I scrape it into the bag like this. Just stops everything getting stuck. It's quite a sticky little mixture. There we go. Place it in the bag like so. Now we can do 2 things with it now. One is that we can put it in the fridge for use later on. If you're going to put it in the fridge, then you probably just want to knock it down every couple of hours just to keep it from rising too quickly. Or what we can do now is put this on the side for about an hour and 10 hour and 15 minutes, depending how warm your house is. It could be up to an hour and a half maybe. Just leave it on the side to rise, and then out of this one you will get 3 10-inch pizzas. So I hope this video was useful to you, and happy pizza making.
Go places with Travel Mickey.